ready, Schandra?
Yes.
Yay, thank you. Awesome. Thanks to Annar and Schandra and Malvern for hosting this event. This feels really, really special. I'm loving hearing everybody's work so far. Thanks all for coming. I read in March at the South by Ice Cream with my friend Janelyn, who's in the back. Who's going to read us something too. As Annar alluded, I'm about to leave for 6 weeks for a writing workshop in San Diego called the Clarion Science Fiction and Fantasy Writers Workshop.
Hey.
Yeah, which is really exciting. I'm really, really grateful to go. I write a lot of weird fiction, but I've never had the opportunity to study sci-fi and fantasy writing. So that's really fabulous. I have a book on the back table, a little chapbook called The Girl Who Could Only Say Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll. It's what it sounds like it's about. But yeah, that's really wonderful and exciting. I thought about not talking about this because it feels really braggy, but I think we're taught not to brag, and I think especially as women we are taught not to brag. And so I had a piece published by One Story last year. I'm a fiction writer. And I found out in the last month that it won a Pushcart Prize. And it's also going to appear in Best American Non-Required Reading. So yeah, so it's just been like a really stunning month. Yeah, I think I've run out of my quota of I'm not allowed to say that anymore. Thank you guys all for listening. This is a brand new piece. It's not even done yet. So if you want to come tell me after what you think, that'd be really helpful. It's kind of an angry piece. And it doesn't have a title. You woke up female this morning, so now you have a choice. Do what other people want, or be a bitch. It starts the moment you leave the house. It would have started before you left the house, but you were too excited by your new breasts, touching them, rolling the nipples between your fingertips until they were as hard as button candy to consider other people. You clattered down the front walk to the bus stop, precarious in your butter-colored female shoes, and there's a man already there. You think he might not look at you, and you will be able to pass through this earliest part of your day unscathed, but then he does, and the options hang heavy in the air like overripe fruit. 1. You may duck your head and fiddle with your phone as though you're reading something intensely engrossing. Or 2. You may gaze into the middle distance with a vaguely grumpy expression. Or 3. You may say hello like a normal person. 3 is what you choose. Of course, you are a normal person. Well, perhaps not today. In fact, today you are the antithesis of normal, but still, you have a unique opportunity to act as a representative of all women speaking to all men at all bus stops, and that is a normal interaction. It should be a normal interaction. Why must we make such a big deal out of everything? You smile. Nice morning, you say. The man smiles back at you. He is a little older. The pleasure in his face is genuine. It sure is, he answers. You sit back feeling flushed and warm. See, you think, though you're not sure to whom. To the legions of girls you pass every day buried in their phones, or with their noses held coldly in the air. To anyone who's ever worn a fake engagement ring to be left alone at bars. That was so easy. Simple human connection, just like that. You smile up at the sky and the tree and the bus stop bench where someone has scratched foreskin into the green paint. When the bus comes, the man smiles and gestures for you to step on first, and you do, not because you are female, but because he is being nice, and it is a nice thing to accept so much generosity. Thank you, you say, and you smile at the bus driver, who smiles back. You aren't sure where to go in your female body, so you settle for walking around the city. You checked your wallet, which was non-bedazzled white leather, which both disappointed and relieved you, before leaving the house, but it gave no clues as to your life or employment. There was a driver's license with an outdated photo, 2 credit cards, some crumpled ones, and a business card for a plumber. No employee swipe card, no student ID. Your female body didn't come, unfortunately, with the muscle memory needed to type its email password or unlock its phone. You wonder if your female body will get in trouble for skipping work today, but there's not much you can do about that now. You wonder briefly if she woke up today in your body. You wonder what she is doing and what trouble she is getting into. Panic trickles through your bellies, followed swiftly by a cold resolve. You undo the top button of your shirt and roll up your skirt an inch, so you can play at that game, you think, although you aren't sure what game it is you are playing. The city you are female in is a southern, sprawling city. A river crawls sluggishly through its center, a warm breeze stirring the dark leaves on the summer trees. You arch your back as you wind down the sidewalk, feel the sweat crawl deliciously down the curve of your spine. You are not overwhelmingly attractive, to your disappointment. You checked this morning, and even after brushing your hair and attempting disastrously to put on makeup, you can reckon yourself no higher than a 6. But still, now that you are female, the whole world seems to bend toward you. People look up more and smile more. Even the leaves skipping down the street seem to follow in your wake. You think of the loneliness you've felt your whole life, and anger floods hot through your stomach. All the embarrassment, the disastrous and clumsy groping, always having to be the first one to approach, to ask first, to grin and bear it when women turn away, and now this, you are inundated with attention. You cannot help but have it fall into your lap. You want to grab the closest woman and shout, you don't know how easy you have it. But the closest woman is you, a thought that makes you laugh, and of course this makes everyone look at you, as though maybe they can share in your laughter. As if for the first time in your life, the entire world wants in on your private joke. You think of your sisters and how they complained in their teen years, my mousy hair, my uneven eyes, my fat thighs. The words you didn't have for them then, but you have now. You are it. You are everything. You are the embodiment of desire. How bad they were at wearing their female bodies, and how ungrateful. I really want to know where that's going. I think you forgot to mention that they bought you a ticket to Comic-Con. Oh, yeah. Pretty awesome. Who's next? Picture on this side. There you go. Feels right. Who would like to go next? Griselda, thank you.
My name is Griselda Castillo. I read in August. It was awesome. And I'm sharing with you guys today some new poems that are kind of in the messy stage, being very vulnerable today. But I had the honor of going to a writer's workshop in April, and these were assignment poems. And they're really weird, and they're totally not like what I'm used to writing, so I'm happy to share this new stuff with you guys. And to the dismay of the people that I did the workshop with, I haven't titled them yet, so they're just sketches. All right. To have land. To till an earth as black as hair, what type of comb is needed? The ojito in bed, fingers running, nails drag across scalp, tilling a rough and wordless love. Roots tangled in black earth clutch clumps like fistfuls of hair, while leaf tongues sing airy songs that speak no truths. La verdad is growth is dark, private. In seeking, we dig inward, we are blind, coming in from the sun to a house filled with nothing, led into the orange kitchen by the stumbling of hollow sounds. Climbing feels true to the vine, but it's not until roots braid their way through black soil that the honest work is done. I was on a farm when we were doing this retreat, so there's a lot of images about insects and bugs and plants and stuff, so this is another poem in that vein. And when we did this one, we had to pick phrases from other writers, so this is kind of like a poem that's written in collaboration with everybody else who was at the workshop. Poppies in the rain don't think about a roof, but the weather. Piensan en las abejas, lifting off of them, loaded with pollen. Think about that feeling of being nuzzled from within. In this corner, birds drive beaks through figs, drawing sangre, a thick red lodo milked from a bleeding fruit. The spring of another time clusters around chickens where pensando about a fish tank has as much of a place as these gallinas do pecking around the ground in Elgin, or those enormous feet under the door, the ones that walked a line from my dream into yours that night we sat outside smelling cotton. And I'll just read one more. This one's also not titled, and it's also coming from that workshop. Grass swells and bends under red wasp hunting for water. They hover over a puddle in a half-buried doll face, descend on the eyes and drink tears. I've forgotten if there were chicharras that day, or just traffic thrumming on the veins of a highway in the distance. Now the creeks spill onto the road, flipping honey trucks bursting with sweet glue that binds and traps our wings. How did we get this lost, just dreaming of insects? The buzz at the end of sleep is your tongue, thirsty, lapping, emerging like wasps from the ground.
Thank you. Yeah, even from our first year, so I think Griselda is like our furthest back, our original summer reading. We're halfway through. Should we take like a 5-minute break? Does anyone need to go to the bathroom? Yeah, so let's say 5, and we'll be back here for the last 6 readers.